Good day. This is just a short demo of what the school textbook record keeping software can do and how to use it. I am not going to explain everything as this. I will try to make this video as short as possible. Now, one of the many things that the system do is that it can show you immediately and give you immediately the information that is required by the department. Now, if I go here to views and I click on all books, the minute this screen opens, it tells me that at this school, there are 21,155 different books. Now, the department is going to ask you, what is the value of those books that you have on your school? So you go here to this site, and I hope you can follow my cursor, and I click on all books of value. And then it shows me that the value of those books is 2,326,455 Rand and 90 cents. And here it shows me all the books that is currently on the school and the value of those books. And of course, I can print it out, and I can print it out in landscape, I can staple it, and I can keep it in the system or in my file that I need to have when the auditors come to check on my school. If I click on here, you can see that the books are now arranged in alphabetical order according to name. I can click on ISBN number, and look here, I can even click it. If I click on the grade, then it shows me all the books. This is now a high school from grade 8 right through to grade 12, nicely sorted according to grade. I can click on here, then it will sort it according to the subject as well. Say for instance here, a teacher comes to the person that runs the system and asks, listen man, I teach creative arts. What creative arts books are available at DBE so that I can use it so that I can order these books? All the books currently on the DBE website is preloaded into the system. So when you get the system, then everything is preloaded for you. Your schools, the learners' names, the teachers' names, as well as all the books available currently. If you have a book and you need to add the book, I'll show you quickly how to add such a book. But let's look now at creative arts, and I click on subject, and there we have all the creative arts books with their ISBN numbers. And you know, of course, that is very important when you do an order. You can search by any of these things here. Let me just show you something very interesting. Say, for instance, a teacher comes and says, listen, we need some more Life of Pies. Now, this happens very often at the school, that teachers comes and then they ask the principal to do some orders for books. And then the teacher can't tell you the stock that is still available at the school. And many times, then schools order it. I saw it at the school where I taught, that schools order books of which they do have stock, but nobody knows where's the stock. Now, let me just show you something here. Say, for instance, I'm going to make it a very easy one. A teacher comes and says, I want some more Life of Pi. So I go into, and I type in life, and here comes Life of Pi. I click on it, and here's something interesting pops up now. The opening stock of that book is 94. We received 25 more from a supplier. 29 have been written off because of usage. We have issued 47 of the books, and there's still 43 books available in the storeroom. Okay, so if a teacher comes in, I will tell this teacher, listen, but there are 43 books in store. Why do you want to add 20 more or 30 or whatever of the books? But let me just check on this here. I go to ISBN number here. I highlight it. I say Control C and I go to View. I click in here the ISBN number, and here Life of Pi pops up again. So remember, there were 47 books issued. Where are those books? And here you can see these are the teachers in this block that's got the book. Madeleine Powry's got 5. and this teacher here's got 1 and 1. That is 7 books are in the possession of teachers, and 40 of the books are in possession of learners. And here are the learners that's currently got Life of Pi. And I can print this list out if I want to go and check on these books if the learners are still in possession of it. Let me just show you something else. If you know that once a term, then there must be a book check. Now, with this system, I can print out list that will assist the class teacher in checking the book, or the subject teacher to check the book. Say, for instance, grade 12A. I'm just going to look at the 12A here. And there are all the books that have been issued to the learners in 12A with a check box here. So the teacher, I print this out to the teacher. I can, of course, sort it again in alphabetical order. And in an admin period, then the teacher can quickly check these books if the learners still have it. What we have done at our school is that we did not check all the books during one period or during one go, because it's very difficult to do that, as the learners must carry all the books. Although they're not going to use it for that day, they must still carry it with them for the book check. So what we will do, we will tell them in advance, listen, tomorrow we're going to check the life sciences book now for your class. So I click on there, the ISBN number. I say Control C again. I click it in here, and there's all the life sciences books. So we can now check for 12A all the books, the life sciences books, and we can check that book for this week. Next week, we can do another check on another book or whatever, and it will take 10 minutes, 5 minutes to do those type of checks. So this is stuff that we can print out. You can see here, you will also see that the program is color-coded. Everything is in the same color, because when I designed the program, I designed it with teachers in mind. And teachers are not your best guys when it comes to computers. Okay, sorry for that statement. I would like to show you now how to issue books. Now, remember, this is a barcode system. So every book at your school will receive a unique barcode. And the creation of the barcode is a very, very simple process. I've got a different video to explain it to you, but I just want to show you where to do it. You go to other actions and then print barcode, and here you will have 4 simple steps that you just need to follow, and then you can print the barcodes. And most of the schools are using the teacher helpers to do this part of the program. The creating of the barcodes is all automated, and it's very, very simple. It's really, you can give children to do it, so easy. But let us go now to issuing of books. If I want to issue a book, I click on here, issue book, learner, and now I can now search for the learners' names. What we usually do is that the learners comes in class sections to come and collect their books. Say, for instance, this girl comes here. I'm just going to say Boyson. And here I see Akeisha Boyson, that she has already got 4 books that has been issued to her. And I am going to issue now another book to her. At the moment, her account to the school is 908 Rand. That is the value of the books. And we will print an account for her, which she must sign for. And at the end of the year, she must bring back the amount of books that has been issued to her. If she does not return the books, then we compel our learners to pay for it. These prices, the school where I was, they have adapted these prices, and they made it a straightforward, I think it's 200 Rand a book instead of 267 or 265. But that depends on the school. That edit of the price can also be done by the school itself. The program is totally open. Let us just go to Akeisha now, and I'm going to issue her another book. So I say in here, just what she had 4 books. I'm going to paste in another book, and that book is Platinum English Home Language. And you can see here she has now 5 books that has been issued to her, and the account has now increased to 1,108 rand. I'm not going to show you now the invoice. It contains the school's heading and whatever, everything is on there. It's a proper account for which she signs, and we usually print it out in duplicate so that we keep one on record, because that is what the auditors expect. They want to see what proof is there that the learner has been issued a book. Now, what happens at the end of the year when we return the books? Let me just go here, receive the books, learner, and now I don't need to go and search for the learner by surname again. All that I go is I go into this block here and I scan the barcode. So I scan in the barcode here and it tells me that the owner of the book is Akeisha Boyson. It's Akeisha Boyson. And there is the book. And if you can see that the cursor jumped now to this part here, and you will see the scanner again. So I double scan. It is a 2-scan process to get the books back. And book successfully returned by the learner. I click and now there's only 4 books outstanding of her. And you can see here how easy it is to get the books back. We return over 200 books per hour at our school. Okay, I think that is enough for now. I'm not going to do anything more. Just wanted to show you how easy the system works and what control the school have over its textbooks. Thank you very much for listening.